I want the morning from A to Z. Love is always the energy. And I love you all equally. I, I want the morning. This is the love jive. This is the love jive with the youth Balfour once more. The love chant and rant. It'll be blame on them, blame on them one. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Driving life. Vibing life into the modern day plantation. Love is always the vibration. You know, we're one human nation. No matter the situation. Oh, la, 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 la. One humanity will say good morning wherever you might be. Ah, I'm on say morning. Wherever you might be. Really good morning. From A to Z. I love is a dawning, and it's the energy really rewarding. Love you all equally. I'm on the morning from A to Z, wherever you might be, and I will love you all equally. And love is always the energy. A to Z, you see what I mean, man? Yeah. So we played some ball last night, and the body is aching. And anyway, you know. As what the Brethren said the other day, we are animals. We are higher level human being animals, and we were made to move, and we're not plants. So just make sure that when you're getting up, you're getting out, and you're working honorably. That was last week's energy when we celebrated one of the many associated energies of love, honorable work. You know what I mean? And this week is what? Mental health. You see what I mean? Yes, and we say mental health, otherwise, aka positivity in the mindset, as positivity as a mindset. And one of the main ways of achieving mental health is via spiritual vibrations, spirituality, which is another associated energy of love. But spirituality and mental health is really closely connected because one can also say they're one of the same. That's what I mean. So mental health vibrations, and then we have the chance to back it up. So we're ranting and we're chanting, you know. Yes, I'm Monty Morning from A to Z. Love is always the energy. Love you all equally. Love you wherever you might be. So let's go out and show some more love energy. Ooh, la 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 la. I'm on the morning from A to Z. We love you all equally wherever you might be in the Georgia University. Love is always the energy. So let's go out some show some more love tendency. Like what? Agree to disagree. Aye, 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 aye. Like what? Safety and security. Peace and prosperity. Empathy and sympathy. Let's done with the brutality. Man full of vim, and vitality. Ooh, la, 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 la. I'm on the morning. From A to Z, love is a dawning. Love you all equally. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love, the associated energies of love. And that's what we're vibing and that's what we're driving. You know what I mean? We're driving life into the modern day workplace, the modern day plantation. You know what I mean? And love is the overarching energy. You see what I mean? Yes, and all the associated energies of love we're celebrating at the same time. Honorable work. Yes, and that's where we're heading today. And yes, last week that was a focus. This week we're focusing on mental health. However, as you can see, when we're living life, we're living everything in one. You know what I mean? It's love, overarching energy. And then there we have all the other associated energies of love. You know, make sure that you're working and you're working honorably. You see what I mean? Yes, make sure when you're living wisely. You know, living for others. Love Jah with all thy might and love thy neighbors as thyself. You see what I mean? Yes, man. So mental health, the chant for mental health. You know, right about now we're gonna do the chant. You know, because sometimes when we're chanting it, you know what I mean, we're chanting it late. So we're chanting one of the main chants we're doing for mental health. But this week, it's called mindset. Yes, make sure you have a positive mindset. So in life, you know, you're gonna have all the images coming into the brain. You know what I mean? The brain naturally taking cameras of the brain acts as a camera taking, you know, a lot of images, you know what I mean? And automatically, and that's what we call automatic thoughts, you know what I mean? The irrational mind. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a basic, you know, appraisal of the images coming into the brain, you know? And so now we have to pivot to a more to the higher echelons of the brain, which is the prefrontal cortex and the cerebrum, and make sure that we're conscious and we're aware of what we're doing and what we're saying, and to process all those thoughts, you know? Yes. And make sure that we're pivoting, you know, to a positive vibration. So negativity and positivity both reside in us, and we have to negotiate those landscapes, you know what I mean, and make sure that we cannot allow negativity to dictate what we do. Yes. Blessings and love now. So make sure that you're working and you're working honorably. Honorable working answers and preserve life considerably. That was last week, John. That this John. For this week, because we're celebrating mind health, mental health. You know, here's the thing. In life, it's just the mindset. Stronger the mindset, stronger the mind get. All right. It's just the mindset. It's just the mindset. It's just the mindset. Stronger the mindset. Stronger the mindset. And we shall find it. Happiness and kindness. That means the mind blessed. Living our time. Let's be praises to God. It's just the mindset. One more time again. In life, it's just the mindset. Stronger the mindset. Stronger the mind gets. Yes. It's just the mindset. It's just the mindset. It's just the mindset. Stronger the mindset. Stronger the mind get. Then we shall find it. Happiness and kindness. That means the mind blessed. Living lifetime. Let's give praises to God. Yes, the mind blessed. All right, then. Yeah, 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 yeah. Find anybody well it out, I roll. Can't come first and find my soul. Defeat all evil forces tenfold. Only immune to the mind control. Positivity is the mind negative take a toll. Could have find me on social media trolls. So the mind feel young while the body go old. I say one while others go cold. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's just the mindset. It's just the mindset. It's just the mindset. Stronger the mindset. Stronger the mind get. Then we shall find it. Happiness and kindness. That means the mind blessed. Living like time. Let's give praises to his highness. Yes, the mind blessed. All right, then, yeah. Yeah. Second verse, yeah, go. Please know this now. If you never do it, anything you put your mind to, you can do it. Trials and troubles, and we all go through it. Make a lot of mistakes, and we end up with it. Get a lot of chances, and we end up with it. Keep on keeping on. Nothing else to it. Keep spreading your love and keep on doing it. No matter how the and shine, them can't screw it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Again, it's just the mindset. It's just the mindset. It's just the mindset. Stronger the mindset. Stronger the mind get. Then we shall find it. Happiness and kindness. That means the mind blessing. Living lifetime. Let's give presents to his highness. Yeah, yes, the mind blessed. All right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. So if your mind blessed, you know, make sure you're finding it, you know. Yeah, man, happiness and kindness. See? So yeah, man, send me some love, you know, send some things on for the page, you know. You know what I mean? You might not be living and vibing and jiving with me at the same time. You know what I mean? But when it's posted and you see it, you know, run it through. It's a little 15-minute commute to my modern day workplace, aka modern day plantation. And this week, we're doing Drive Live every day, Monday to Friday, when we're going to work. Yeah, man, from about 6:20, 6:15 to about 6:30. And that's the time we jump into the little ride here. And we're just vibing, with everyone. You know what I mean? Yes, whoever will may come and just, forward into the love space. You know what I mean? Jah Almighty. Yeah, man, body and mind. You see what I mean? So the body, the mind. And so this week we're talking about mental health. Yes? And mental health is a positive mindset. You gotta have a positive mindset. You see what I mean? And then it's also spiritual vibrations. Spiritual vibration. We talk about spirituality and resiliency. You know? Yes, to negotiate life and all that life has to offer. Yes, when you go through what people call life-changing moments, when we're talking about being fired from a job, when we're talking about getting divorced, when we're talking about tragedies such as, if you lost your house, through fire and through natural disasters in terms of hurricane and all these kinds of things, all these kinds of life-changing moments. Can we handle them? Sometimes we can be brutal to each other. So a lot of people in my work, where I'm going right now, I interview people every day and, majority of the people that I interview, they say they have faced physical trauma, emotional trauma, sexual trauma. You see what I mean? Yes. And again, there is the phenomenon of those traumatic events happening to them. However, we say, regardless of the darkness and the horrible nature of these events happening to us, and majority of it is afflicted by other human beings, which is sad, and that's why we're here showing the love energy. However, it also can come via natural disasters and even from our reckless behaviors, like me driving on the road now. Even though I'm vibing, and vibing with you, and I know that if you're not vibing live with me right now, you go and listen to it. If it's even one of you or two of you, when I pay attention to it, I'm making sure I'm sending the positive energy. However, I'm paying attention to the road because it's not just about my life. It's about others' life as well. It's about others. You know what I mean? Yes, because it's one life, shared equally to all of us. Yes, love is life, life is love. So, for the coming weeks, we're going to have like a multiplicity of other associated energies of love sharing to you guys. You know what I mean? Because we're talking about love itself. We have, and all of my chants are particularly focusing on love and all the associated energies of love. You know what I mean? So we're going to pick all these topics and look at the chants and see which chants we need to use, like how we're using these chants now, like mindset. And tomorrow, we're going to do another chant emphasizing mental health. And as we said, mental health is spiritual health. So as you see, when you listen to the chants, even though it's focusing on mental health, but it's dropping in spirituality in there big time, because spiritual health is positive, mental health is spiritual health. They're one of the same, kind of. You see what I'm saying? Yes. And also, it's a positive mindset that you have to have in order to have a strong, stable mental health vibrations. See what I mean? Yes, that's important. So a little sneak preview as we're heading right into the plantation now, a little sneak preview of the chant tomorrow that we're doing now. Tomorrow it's going to be, oh, oh, la, la, la. Still focusing on mental health, So tomorrow the vibe, the chant is going to be the Zen Master. You know what I mean? In order to keep a positive mindset. You see what I mean? And to keep a calm despite the chaos. You see what I mean? So the chant tomorrow is going to be, we call Zen Master. You see what I mean? We're going to chant it tomorrow. And then the mindset chant, we're going to continue it just to see him. You know what I mean? So blessings and love. We're here into the modern day workplace. We have arrived. Yes, my friends and my folks. And we are one human family, whether we're white, we pink, or we green, or in between. One human being. Yes. So this is another conclusion for another iteration of Drive Life into the modern day plantation. You know what I mean? See what I mean? So we say until then, hasta mañana. And we say hasta luego. Take care. Bendiciones. Blessings. Dios te bendiga. God be with you. Haile Selassie. Rasta. Love is the energy. Yeah.